Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. This is Marlo Invest, the place where we learn about financial intelligence, the place where we learn how to think like the wealthy, and the place where we learn to grow our wealth. If you are stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing. And while you're at it, smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. If you are interested in two free stocks, check the description down below. There is a link. Webull is offering two free stocks, value up to $1,850. If you open a brokerage account with them and deposit $100, guys, this is free money. This is a way for Webull to motivate you to invest. Get those two free stocks up to $1,850 and start investing, start building wealth. In today's video, I will address how we should be spending our stimulus money, our $1,400, and how we should not. Before we get into our subject, I would like to put a disclaimer. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a professional advisor, financial advisor. So if you need to invest, please do your due diligence. The good news is stimulus money started hitting everyone's bank account. So now that we have that money, what should we do with that money? What should we do with it? Or how should we spend it? Before I go over some ways to spend our stimulus money, I would like to say that stimulus is not free money. I don't want you to listen to the people that are saying it is free money. Stimulus is not free money. It has a hidden cost. When money is printed, when the government prints money, it becomes a debt that actually devaluates the currency. And that led to inflation. So what is inflation? In simple terms, inflation is when the currency loses its value. Basically, the value of the dollar goes down. Some other people might call it the decline of purchasing power of a currency over time. Okay, now that we have set the foundation, here are what we should be spending our money on, our $1,400 stimulus money. First, we should be spending on needs to survive. With this pandemic, a lot of people lost their job and are struggling financially. Our stimulus money should go toward paying the rent, paying the mortgage, paying groceries, paying insurance, and also clothes for kids or for the family. Because we need to survive, we have to spend that money on things that we need. On that note, we have to be careful and make the difference between needs and wants. For instance, buying shoes or clothes for kids is also a need. But buying a $1,000 outfit for kids is not a need. Buying grocery versus going to a five-star restaurant is different. Buying grocery is a need. But going to a five-star restaurant is not a need. It is a want. So we have to spend our money on our needs. And we have to be able to make the difference between wants and needs. I like to call it surviving versus looking good. So now we know our wants should not be an option in this time, in this difficult time. Please don't listen to the system or to the psychology of spending that want to keep you poor. Immediate gratification. I want this now. I feel good when I buy this. I want to look good. Please don't fall into that trap. The system doesn't want you to succeed. The system always wants you to be a consumer. But remember, wealthy people produce values. The 1% understand that. The 1% of the population that owns 99% of the wealth understand that. Two, we have to pay down our debt. Our stimulus money should go toward high interest credit cards, car notes, payday loan. Remember, to be on the path of financial freedom, we have to eliminate our debt. To be on the path to becoming wealthy, you have to eliminate bad debt. I mean by that, there is also good debt. Good debt can also allow you to become wealthy. This will be on the subject on another video. Number three, we have to put some of that money, or if you can afford it, put that money, that stimulus money, toward a saving account. Why? For emergency funds. You need to be able to put aside 3 months worth of monthly expenses in case things happen. You can face it without going and get into debt. As my grandparents were telling me before, that saving is the path to become wealthy. I would like to remind you that saving money, just saving money, will not get you into the path of becoming wealthy. I like to say this: savers are losers. I did mention that earlier. Inflation. If you save your money, just doing that, inflation will eat your money. Inflation will burn your money. Because remember, inflation is when your dollar, the value of your dollar, is going down over time. And also, inflation is averaging 2 to 3% every year. So you have to be able to invest or to save money and be able to generate over 3% to start making money. Most of the bank account will give you a 0.01%. Inflation averages around 2 to 3% every year. So you are not making money by saving. But it's good to have an emergency fund for rainy days. When things happen, you will need that money to face those situations without going into debt. Number four, the fourth things where we want our money or stimulus money to go is toward buying assets. But before I go over the subject, before I go over point number four, I would like to say and do a recap. The first thing our money, stimulus money, should go to is our needs. The second thing is debt, paying down debt. And if our needs are covered, if our debt are covered, now we need to build an emergency fund, especially in these times. And if you are able to build an emergency fund based on your risk tolerances, now you have to invest that money toward assets, toward performing assets that can build wealth for you. You see, that's the difference. Right now, some people will say, oh, the purpose of the stimulus was to help the economy. So we should spend the money. I'm not against that. But we need to start shifting the way we think. We need to start understanding that the system has been built for us not to build wealth. The system has been put in place for us to become or to stay consumers. I want you to remember that wealthy people producing values. This is why you need, on number four, to allocate some of that money to buy assets. An asset can be a company stocks. I like to tell my kids, you like McDonald's? It's good when you go to McDonald's and buy something. McDonald's will give you food, and you give your money to McDonald's. Who's getting rich? Of course, somebody's getting food, but who's getting rich? McDonald's. So why not buying a piece of McDonald's? And while everybody is going to McDonald's and buying McDonald's, and that the value of the stocks, McDonald's stocks, is growing, your wealth also is growing. This is the kind of things I like to challenge my kids on. Assets. An asset is an investment that you purchase or buy that can bring money into your pocket, that can help you to build wealth. Company stocks, creating a business. You can take some of that money and put it toward a business that will help you to generate an income for you. You can also buy some crypto. Believe me, look into it. You can buy some crypto. Again, don't listen the financial system. Don't listen the people telling crypto is not relevant. You can buy some crypto. You can also buy real estate. Of course, $1,400 won't help you to get real estate. But all I'm trying to tell you is real estate is also an asset. It can be money that you're saving toward buying land, buying real estate. And real estate is one of the investments that I love the most. While a tenant is paying you, while you're cash flowing, at the same time, the value of that unit is appreciating. Assets should be the fourth thing you want your money or your stimulus money to go to. For, for the lucky one that kept the job, that had no issues during this pandemic financially, if you have an emergency fund, if your needs are covered, if you have all your debt down, paying down, It's time to become a producer. It's time to become an investor. It's time to think about investing into performing assets that can generate wealth for you. And I would like to say something. In this pandemic, companies are getting richer while the 99% are spending more. The 1% are getting richer. The 1% are investing the most, while 99% are spending a lot. So why not getting a piece of that wealth by investing into companies, by owning a piece of a company? These are habits that we have to start developing. We need to think like wealthy people, producers. If you change the way you think, you will shift the way you make money. If you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe and smash that like button. I will really appreciate it. This will help the channel. Thank you. This is Marlo Invest, the place where we learn about financial intelligence, the place where we learn to think like the wealthy. Thank you.